Viewers, we're here right now at the Deputy Commissioner of Dimapur's office where a press conference just concluded and a meeting is being held between the Chief Secretary of Nagaland, J. Alam, and where also the advisor of the NSDMA was present for the press conference, but he had to rush out of the state and catch a flight, so he just left. But then right now a meeting is being held with the district administration, the NSDMA, the Chief Secretary, along with various other departments. That also includes the DUCCF and many others. Now, before this meeting was held, there was a whole inspection that happened from National Highway 29 Kohima to Dimapur by the Chief Secretary J. Alam as well as by the advisor NSDMA Nisetho Nyute, and they came down from Chupudima, inspected, and Dimapur as well, where media persons also joined them and inspected various places including Walford area, the relief camps, and as well as handed over ex gratia of 4 lakh rupees each to deceased persons that died during the flood situation, and especially, as we all know, electrocuted at Nagaland. Now, the ex gratia of 4 lakh was handed over each to 3 deceased persons' families, the next of kin, and also the Chief Secretary handed over compensation of 1 more lakh from his side to the family of one victim who has an infant son. So he also handed 1 lakh rupees from his side. Apart from that, during the inspection in various colonies, this comes after a day where Mwatu Shilongkam, Dimapur 2 MLA, also did an inspection across Dimapur town where he visited various colonies, and today as well where the Chief Secretary and the advisor visited Vilhome colony and as well as the Olive Hospital, the 2.5 mile Olive Hospital junction as well, where there's a huge drainage there that keeps getting clogged, and also many other places that he visited. Let's have a look at today's inspection.
I want to suggest right now is the right time to clear all the debris, because you see during rainy season it is not the water that causing the havoc, but because of the debris and all these things, garbages. So time to time, if we could clear up, it's nothing like that though. And I'm happy that this DMC come across to this media that we are now coming up with clearing of drainages. Because yes, with this nature, we are not in a position to control it. But still, then, with a good number of the things are man-made, frankly speaking, because we don't let the water flow as it is.
Ite amahan kolin to effect to 300,000 shira to effect jasi. Aro pom kolin pita khan 80% of effect jasi.
ইয়াতে এইটো কিবা মানে খোৱা লোৱাটো পঞ্চায়ত দিব পাৰি আছে না
পঞ্চায়ত আপনাৰ ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেশ্যন আৰু এইটো ষ্টেট ডিজাস্টাৰ মেনেজমেণ্ট তাহান আমাকে সাপোৰ্ট দি আছে এটা তাক আমাখান ৰিলিফ দি তাইকে দিগেন আছে ওকে একটা কাউন্সিল ডাইৰেক্ট তাইতে বেছন অফিসতে
কিমান মানুহ আছে
ও খাল ওয়ালা খাপৰা ইতে পেছনতে নন্দপুৰ আৰু কাউন্সিলতে লোক মানুহ চেঞ্জ কৰি
কিমান মানুহ আছে
ইফালে তো বেছনেল অফিসতে তো 150 মানুহ না খাই থাকিব
ওকে
আৰু তাতে কাউন্সিলতে তো আমাখান নাগামন্ত 50-60 আজি তো 100 ওপৰ খাব
এনেকুৱা হৈ যায় যেহেতু মাটি ওপৰটো হৈ যায় পানী যাওঁতো ইফালে টাইপেট কৰি কিনে আপোনাৰ এনেকুৱা টাউন হৈ যায় এইটো নদীটো নিচেতে টাউন হৈছে এইটো ওপৰটো হৈ যায় এতিয়া পানী শুকি এনেই কুমদি হৈ কিনে পানী শুকি যাবলৈ এইটো নালাতে পানীয়ে নাযাব
Aman clearance kan kigi na, kaman gibi given aman sok nikiro punggo na public pi nicho laga koloni ami otai do godo nicho laga jurisdiction sapa gurile hoise manu laga bi na chubi apni laga portion ki ase edu chapra khan sapa guri thaki na ena ole do nicho gurile tu ase do nole do TMC ki ruki thakile bi taigam bi guri ase town di man moila ase nala otai do sapa guri dibon na to aman colony khan bi edu aman Mili kana nicho laga colony stress to nala kan to time sapa
itu ko amahan laga colony jurisdiction de
nai bolibi itu bomo lagi
to aji to amahan
itu nala pra epale hole tu ragai long hoise aro itu nala pra epale tu farm colony amahan problem ka tu ya walford kile mane pani bohibe jaga nai direct amahan la colony ke aije
itu wal girisha kole 5-6
ate bol hoise more than 600 bed lagaise bol hoise aro kali din ke aro yate bhangi jaise to rati 8 baje tak aman semi na man yate kam korise na pari na aji morning sob ani gina itia more than 600 bed aro lagaise de aro itia bi short hoi na balu lobole pataise aro opale 2 trip halise beli bi itia bi jai ase to karone এটা আমার চিফ সেক্রেটারি সাহেব আগিনা আছে ডাঙরিয়া সব খানা আগিনা আছে মরম পৰা কি ৰাস্তাটি ওলিবি ইটো সেভ কৰিবলৈ কৰি না কৰিছে কৰি তো পাই না
আৰু না sabi manu sapa gurubula alibi septic tank kan abunen iniga thakile manu kun thobo itu bi bhabibo lage na ini nala di septic tank open ina manu kam gurubule bi na paribo to
actually this area belong to our
no that's why itu kan hatabo lage itu iniga nala to sapa rakhibo lage to ina ole manu bi kam gurubule paribo to
to ite tak amahan immediate to amahan council bi contribute process lepi to amahan lagi
কি কৰে আছে কৰি চাব
itu aman discuss korbo
পাইছে এটা আমাক দুখ চাবলৈ আদু
instead of itu balu na hogana ifene bare itu gp nani kono boulder hali dile na hobo boulder hali dibi nai itu kadi temporary holi bi na hole itu balu do ini ako ulai jabo to na force to ulai jabo itu nindi niju bare ulabo underground itu boulder hali dibi
border with mud mixed na hojile
mixed digala ulai
itu holo mahakin government ase itu pura baksu ya to grobo na korbo
help assistance pali balu amin na
kiman zona ase itia ete
ইয়াতে 300 মান তো মানুহ আছে আৰু হাউসহোল্ড 70 তো মিয়া খানা এটো ইয়াতে নন লোক
কিবা shortfall to nai ola khala ki to
এতিয়া তাক তো আমাৰ খান কাউন্সিল para tak to এটো সেন্ট্রাল লাগা না কলোনি ওয়ালফোর্ড তো কাউন্সিল খান মুতা পড়ে আছে
Amapi funding cash extend with safety game and what about this medical provision kiba medical ahi dia na nai
এতিয়া তো অহা নাই এতিয়া তাক তো
কিবা প্ৰব্লেম ফেচ কৰি আছে
এটো আমাৰ খান লাগা সেন্ট্রাল লাগা চেয়ারম্যান না তাই পৰা বেশি তো সার্ভাইভ কৰি কিনা তাই চাই আছে
aman naga advisor sab ase na eto nestim ne also do chief secretary me poema raimon pra
হয় তো খুশি মান কনসার্ন না আমাৰ খান বেছি খুশি আছে
itu tak to sir apna kan laga support para mahan bhal para khelibo financially ado itu bi digin na to ite non local aro tate council te local mediation kori na
this is our immediate relief sir itu immediate relief ase aru algino team di thage kan sabi aru in case kiba to hoise bole to this is there so you can price in time to time no
স্যার এতিয়া আমাৰ খান লাগা তো ট্রেনেজ তো চাই দিব লাগে সাফা কৰি দিব লাগে
drainage to
all Dimapur whole city flood Walford area de
government is given this best effort to do it only be meantime public can be colony member can be ni cooperation dibo lage na
না
ini kana hole to government alone cannot do all the thing aru as far as mo khan sabi do itie bi thamali kuri ase mo khan public khan do kiba moila anibo phak khali dibo na phak khali dibo aru this is sab ase there someone to clean the drainage. Only we that directly do toilet khan aru ki direct join guri kin thake do whoever he may be all are human being. Idu chakin safa guru na pare. To idu khan do hoy idu counselor khan bi ashe. Only we colony khani do strictly check koriyo lage time to time. Inia guri kina judi do moila khan do direct nala di float na gurule do a time will come that someone will come and clean all those things. Idu time to time clean kurule man biana hobo. Aru especially my humble appeal. Idu rainy season ashe ako bichidi bi rain guru pare idia pare tok do now the water has a little bit subsided na. To idia depressed khan do again clear guru lage. Ini ka hole you will not face the same thing. Only be clear na kurule do ini face kuri thakibo.
So itu aji float tu abahan la kulini drainage pra hoy itu proceeding abahan pe council khan pra aru colony support pra abahan JCP aru labor khan hari jana laga kina abahan nala tu clear kudise to abahan laga drainage ekla tu abahan tu sufficient ase but ukhibo pare tolepi itu main laga itu half of dimapur laga drainage tu abahan bangjene ite harja pra abahan tu dikta
মই খান লাগা পানী নয় ইয়াতে ইয়াতে তো বেশি ফাল বড় মাখান সাফা করে না থাকে আছে
laga bi na hobo kun laga bi na hobo na o to colony khan bi dai khan laga na hoy do because it is naturally ini giri dia jo do na bole bi ku de giri chawle je date cha she meantime idu drainage khan do nijor colony usori ek safa guri thakile do o e natural laga do mo khan avoid koriyo na pare hole bi somehow বিয়া লাগা তো না হোক কিন্তু মই খান টাইমলি এড্রেস করলে ভালো হবে
আমাকে তো স্পেশালি নাগাখান এটা ড্রেনেজ ব্লক করে কিনা বিল্ডিং ওঠাই দ এটা নিমিতে আমাখান কালি বেশি হালা করিছে
তো কারণে
গেলে ড্রেনেজ তে খরপ নাই
ভাবি itu কারণে না itu কলোনি খান ইউ আর দ্য লিডার অফ ইওর কলোনি itu কলোনি খান কে একদম এডুকেটেড করি দিব লাগে আৰু itu কলোনি খান কে ময়লা দু itu ড্রেনেজ তি না হালি দিবি আৰু তারেক itu দইলে তো ini drainage ti link na koribi itu khan koi dibi ini ka hole to itu DMC ini labor khan bi time to ini safa koribo do na to safa korile to tom mo kan biya hola ga khan bi
बीमार तो ला नहीं होला यते यता
পিছে দিয়ে ওলাব ইয়েস এই যে তো ফ্লাড আছে এটা ট্রাই করা টাইম দে এটা তো বেশি স্মেল না
नहीं तो करने तो मेडिकल हेल्थ लागे ऐसे बोले तो ये पठाबो लागे पठाबो
so abahan e bishi thank you
হাই লেভেল এনেকা কিনা আমাকে ভিজিট করা তো বেশি খুশি আমার কানে মান তো কাছে
दूसरा भी की सरकार प्रा की मदद लगी ऐसे तो अपना काम कोई भी but I am very happy that community is taking so much of initiative
low land na itu pura I think para tak iphale pura bhangi kina hina ase wa kina so immediate itu kiba kuri dile bhal ase tumi dile itu inga suffer koribo na koribo itu
আই যাব
ini ase aru ita na kuri libi ini haya su the flow na itu pura this wale la do side ini sir na ikta bhanga la jaga de na ita sa la jaga de abo
yeah
আমার কানে এটা ভাঙা লাগা ড্রেনেজ ভাঙা লাগা জায়গা দে কাম করে আছে তিনা লাগা দাতা এনেকা সেতে নি আহিব না দিও না আমার কামে তো সোশ্যাল ওয়ার্ক করে আছে এটা বে
side dile this time the immediate itu side dile bhalo ho sir ini hai thayu ase
note kori lo
yes
we'll just go and
pare laga ye ki bar koribo nahi you know itu laga to you have seen that sport why itu pange laga to instead of putting sand of this pack para mati kena boulder ni dile balo bo
and then one thing sir itu kan nga bridge jaile the end party bi ekta solution that because kori gina nala de na block na solution
mu laga hisab de do itu to o phene itu national highway cross na gori kini phene sita chale na
itu sir there is ekta room by ekta solution to straight na jala solution instead of going that way na it straight ade na kusi gina dance with the jaile bhalo sir
dia do ini do purai gnu phene charge no it is turning that side
dia do kiba holi bi already manu construction be agina thago because river course to diversion piche ase do sir nagra jendi bi nega jata tangsuri bi inega divert kora do itu pani nahabra itu tu kosok panai na tu. Tu at this time tu itu same road purana Sanseri road pani tu pisari na ya. Ina block flooding way. Itu problem tu satu saya sabo aman expert na.
আৰু কিমান সাল হৈছে
Can't exactly remember it, but still then when they constructed it was the height should be 10 feet and the depth should be 8 feet.
and have the constructed accordingly
Yes, of course, but then in some area it's a bit narrow.
In the bottom also there's a plaster.
Plaster.
What would be the solution? Since you own a living here, now you know the location area-wise. So what should be done in order to reduce the risk?
First of all, the thing is, we people, we lack civic sense. No, that's the first and foremost priority. And the second point is, I don't know, these 3 days like that. I mean, 3 times it has been flooded here, and it's becoming very frequent, and the level of the water also, it's increasing. So I think maybe the drain water which is being flown here, this it's too much. It can't accommodate. So what my point is, if it can be diverted, at least 40 to 50% of the drainage water, then somehow there will be a relief. And moreover, the depth of this drain is 8 feet before initially, and then say because of the residue which are left behind. So now the depth is only 4 to 5 feet.
but this silting is the requirement and a massive one
Floatable rubbices and all too, it's okay, but this non-floatable which are down, that cannot be picked up by man labor also. It has to be done by JCB, but JCB is not accessible everywhere. That's the problem also. And moreover, I've already said yesterday also that nearby that colony, I don't remember, there which goes down the Sanseri River, no? There the white is only
It's very narrow.
Very narrow. Not even 3 feet in some area, because it has been enforced.
it has become a bottle.
This drainage goes to Walford. Walford to the same place where we went. But the main
Nagaland also comes there. It joins together before the bridge out here, no? Near the
Even from Nagaland side, this side the confluence in the junction, then goes to the Walford area.
So the major it should have been wider.
Yeah.
And it one bigger drainage comes from the head. That means a Livingstone school that side it comes to KBJ colony. That is the starting point of the side by again from the Signal Angami the water comes. The next it comes from the Walford. The next comes the railway colony, that other part, left part, not the right part, left part, which is called the Marwadipati area. All these waters are coming through. The 4 drainages are connecting to this small drainage. So the quantity of water which comes to this area is the huge all the time. Whenever the rain falls, it's not only this time is over extreme, but usually whenever the rain comes, it has got a flood at least 2 to 3 feet above the land, above the road.
There are short-term measures, there are long-term measures now. So actually diversion of the drain or cleaning of this drain take time. So for this season, you see what best can we do, how we can actually improve the water flow, etc., what precautions the public can take. Those things we have to do. Maybe through some social work, if something can be done immediately, I think that should be our first target. Baki government will do the survey and then make a project and then bring funds, etc. And maybe for the next season.
To be removed. The side sediments, no? It's made an extra bank.
Let us hope that this rain gives us some respite, because otherwise, even the vehicle cannot go inside and to clean this up. But we'll discuss with the technical officers and we'll try to
Sir, the engineer also. These culverts are very old, of 50 years, 60 years. Anytime can. But
And sir, one more, which is hampering the swift flow of the water is this in Bilumai colony, the wall of the drain has fallen down.
Yes, so, gone and seen.
Okay, that picture also I have. So it's blocking, and because of that also the swift flow of the water is not there.
So like the same problem, you see, water is actually not flowing smoothly now through the drains. That is the whole problem.
So manually we have to break it down. Actually we were planning with our councillor Mr. Lanu Chuba. So that very day when we planned to break down the wall and throw it outside, no, so that the water can flow swiftly, then that very day it flooded. So we couldn't help it.
Ketia parish is shuru hore kori amakan nukumai. Parish brang mo kang kushino osal laka kutasi. Kori gana saman so pinaka uthayas ready koriasi. It is not only this time. Well, yes, this time, but Dimapur, most of the Dimapur was flooded. But for us, it is not only this time. At least thrice in a year. हम लोग इतना दुख मिलता है पूरा इधर में जाम गिरेगा उधर से आएगा दादीपुरा आहिबो और यादीपुरा भी पानी आहिबो नागाचामपुरा आहिबो फोर कॉर्नर्स पर आमा खान जमा करिबो पानी जमा करके पानी नीचे चादो नीचे करना और इनका करके पे कहिबो सर यदि क्लीनिंग इधर ड्रेनेज क्लीनिंग दो सर लानु छुआ काउंसिलर डीएमसी काउंसिलर पर कुछ सफा करे it will not do it will not last only for 1 week, only for few days, as cleaning of nala, no hindi do amakan social work or libe ito ikoy lab na wastage of time yase. Ito rasta, panilaka rasta do iktas hay na abo nakan say na.
Permanent solution di ko.
Why do permanent solution no lido sa pagkura laka kiba ito kad ikubi ito kam na. Ito main power wastage ko rase. Sir aro ita mahiki laka do kaya di bishi to kasi. Yadi flower laka business kori taki siya. Kuro sabuli baca kan bali boleh iman flower 30-40,000 laka flower jama kori kena rakibo pani pura ahi kena khutam kori dibo aro murgi laka business kori shi ida murgi pi ek par ahi kena khutam kori shi aro kauri business start kori shi paru kauri bi ek par khutam kori enika to kori ashe sir aro ekta kotha do ido rasta to ido shortcut ase nagachampura ahal laka shortcut ase students kan yadi pura phirai high school yaji city college semi school ase aro ebali sal college kan aro college tinta charja ase tuk manu khan do yadi thingbra phirai students kan ta khan sal de kiman ba school ji jabon ware aro yadi bra ja do yadi khirele bosti aro nakachan laka yadi khirele bosti kan ase church tadi bra manukan students kan ha aro yadi hospital li cha manukan kunba mandu tuk manukan puisa nai hospital li cha boli itu kan thing bra hi boli thing bra hospital civil hospital cha boli ne pare any cancer itu rasta bra मैं लगा own experience भी यदि 30 years तक ये था temti itu kan students kan saili to chukku pani olai isko din ne cha लगा
माने रास्ता भी आसे
pani itu saya shortcut ase do thing laka flat kori do itu brako itu bora bela kore sir iman ta kahide
ठीक আছে itu na amahan yate pra jaigi na ekta meeting koribole ase tate sob department khan thakibole ase to discussion koribo aru ki best गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट पर करिब पारिब इतो आमाखान करिब आमाखान इतो आपनाखान के रिक्वेस्ट करा तो वी आर विद इट किले माने इतो पानी तो इनिका इंटेंसिटी इनिका आइबो इतो तो ले कोन भी कोबो न पारे ना बट देयर आर सम लॉन्ग टर्म प्रॉब्लम्स हियर ना इतो तो ले आमाखान वी विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व इतो आसिन तो আজি तो अपना निजुर सुकुबरा आमी देखि लइसे तो इतो कोहिमाते जाइगे ना भी आरु
aman short meeting থাকিব যদি আজি এটি অর্গানাইজ করা তো আমান এক্সপ্রেসিয়া maybe unfortunate incident aman flood di aman tinda aman laga jadi manu mori jaise to itu bra expressya di bole mati kena ase family member kan ai kena ase thank you and first of all I would like to thank the government of state government and especially our honorable sir advisor and also our respected chief secretary for immediate edu among relief dibule aro expressya dibule gani program hoina edu yati taigan bi especially personally I gonna visit pura gani bishi thanks di ase aro Here I would like to say Buddha village aman tango pusti ase ya DBPC effect hoise bolibi aman bi manpower shortage wabra every location to visit kurule parane bolibi be assured that apunian laga ki effect hoigena ase apunian STRF nole to further aman idu assessment hoigena will put up to the government aro let's hope common bra aman laga ki damage hoise property hobi ki ase idu aman relief side hoigena bisas dangor ekta ase. So before we hand over the Gratia, I would like to request our advisor sir to kindly give a short speech sir.
Respected Chairman, Dr. Tino Chongqing, Deputy Commissioner Dimapur, most respected our Chief Secretary, Dr. J. Alams, respected our Police Commissioner, Additional Secretary, Joint CEO, notable official from Nagaland Disaster Management Authority, dignitary, pressmen, a leader of Buddha village. First of all, I want to give my saddest condolence on my own behalf and on behalf of the government of Nagaland under the leadership of our police leader, Sirin Fiubil, Chief Minister of Nagaland. Well, other accidents we used to come across from time to time, but this kind of flood-related issue, I think in the recent year, this is the first time we're hearing from Dimapur. Uttarakhand, iki laga incident to huni thake. Holibi flood-related laga to ido pohela to kini ka hoise holebi itiai ido first time huni nisna ase Dimapur de. You know, 2016 de moi Meluri maki injon noti di upma time de achanak para pani hai kene loi jaise. Itui ase na hole to I think time to time doyan laga this day ini jarem de mani ini brown kori thake. Hole bi flood related laga to it's very rare in Nagaland. Anyway, India moi khan Nagaland ni na hogna throughout the world prithvi de changes to pishi ahi ase. Or India with our respected Chief Secretary, my short observation is, India nagla pana lagado maybe way back in 1990s. So itu time de settlement man thake nai. To pani volume do ini ki ase itu hesab di panai thakibo. But with the repeat expansion of this Dimapur Dam, we need to have a serious thought koribo lage itia do. Aro government be serious para lobo. Meantime, moi humble request koriya do. Itia sadu government do ini do drainage to panai di gina she. Holibi most of us mo kan side by side kumba interest bi duri ase. Idu na hoy gina itia DC bara idu ekta colony do kuani sina. Under idu Dimapur urban khan idu nala safa kuribole mon holebi kumba direct ini latrine to tate nala di link guri dise aru pisabi tate hali die ase idu na hogena moi khan naka manu do bhal di ase holebi bia laga do we are not a disciplined people, we lack discipline aru moi khan laga ki safa kuribo lage ki kuribo lage idu na guri gena खुशी दु नाला दे मोला भी फिलाई थके इदु भरा भी सिचुएशन दु एकदम एग्रेवेट हो जाइसे इदु करनी इडिया पब्लिक सुलोंदर खान उताबिले चले भी इमान ये देगना से इदु अवेयर गुरी भी इनिया गुरी गना वो कान साइड बाय साइड फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट एंड की गुरु ओले पारिबो गुरीबो बट मीन टाइम public be atom sensitive kurigna contribution koribo lage aru immediately moi idia sadu who knows idia do 2 days July 9 ase do ako heavy bi ayo pare idia nijor laga colony do nala cha khan do immediately itu kan tu safa guru itu somehow itu dia ula tapi mau kan effort guru pare deh ini morom guru kena itu kan falgen safa guru bi aru ajibara tu moila kan nati bi koloni kan gitu bi latrine bi dade direct link na guru dibi ini guru kena time to time itu DMC khani itu safa guru le dibi ini ga hole moi kan laga feature tu ভাল hobo na hole tu moi kan idea pare a weird na guru kena নিজের খুশি করে চাই থাকিলে তো না হবো কিন্তু মরম করি কিনা পাবলিক খান তো এতিয়া for me ini sado we Naga people we need to work up alok rule procedure lo to alok follow করলে তো mo খান তো তুমি ভাল মানুষ আছে বলে we are lacking discipline নাই rules follow করবলে মন নাই ইতুই মোখান লাগা ক্রিটিটি আছে থ্যাংক ইউ
That was the inspection by Chief Secretary of Nagaland, J. Alam, as well as the advisor of NSDMA, Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, Niseto Nute, and where they inspected various colonies and also gave relief items to the relief camps, and where also one at Walford where 300 victims of the flood are present there right now, and several families that are also taking relief at the relief camps right now. 3 relief camps have been set up, and where 844 people have been rescued since day before yesterday. Now, as mentioned, during the inspection, they have also handed ex gratia of 4 lakh rupees each to the families of deceased that passed away during the flood situation that occurred in Dimapur. Dimapur has been facing torrential rainfall in the last few days, especially the last 4 or 5 days, where they say that this time it's the highest level of water that they have experienced. The rain, the level that have experienced. In fact, more than 400 millimeters of water was witnessed in Dimapur this year, which is the highest in recent years. Also, yesterday when Mwatushi Lunkoma visited the areas and inspected the areas, today also it was almost the same, and the same grievances were also witnessed, where the residents have told that, were telling the Chief Secretary that all the garbage and the drainage have become smaller, and the garbage keep coming from different colonies. There seems to be a blame game in this, where one colony will also blame the other colony, whereas the DC of Dimapur and the Chief Secretary has reiterated that they all need to have a mitigation process, where they all need to, under their jurisdiction, make sure that proper waste management is done, and in fact in their own jurisdiction, so that the drainage will be cleared off. The Chief Secretary did also assure many persons that he will take up all of the issues to Kohima and speak with various departments and take it to the higher ups as well, and try to find a permanent solution for Dimapur town. That's all for today in the inspection report. Esther here with camera person Temjan for Nagaland News Network.